We are the latest addition to the PNI. We are very honored to have the opportunity to participate in this important workshop today. Firstly, I would like to draw attention on some facts and numbers. In Southeast Asia, the youth population aged between 15 to 20 years account for approximately 22% of the workforce and 59% of the unemployment in the region. The number of children in conflict with the justice system in this region remains comparatively low, but steadily increasing at the rate of 70,000 juveniles a year. In Thailand context, according to the official statistics as of 2014, the total number of children who are in conflict with the law was slightly over 36,500. This number means that there are 543 children who are in conflict with the law in Thailand for every 100,000 children aged between 10 to 18 years. A large proportion of children who are in conflict with the law, 45% or 16,500 persons were involved in drug-related offense. Other major types of offense are property crime, which is about 20%, and to a lesser extent, crime against the life and body, which is about 10%. It was underscored that unequal access to basic services, family breakdown, availability of drugs and alcohol, and the absence of the rule of law are contributing factors to youth violence and the involvement of youth gangs and terrorist organizations. Given these facts, there is a need to understand the nature and root cause of youth crime in order to develop a set of prevention strategies. Hence, TIJ has been working with local stakeholders to develop national youth crime prevention strategies for Thailand in collaboration with Australian Institute of Criminology and Thammasat University. While this study is still underway and the final product is expected in July 2018, some preliminary findings are now available, and today I'd like to share some of these in this PNI workshop. This research project on developing national security youth crime prevention for Thailand has been thus conducted with this following objective. That is to study existing models of youth crime prevention strategies developed by other countries, such as those in the Latin America region and member countries in Southeast Asia, to analyze policy and legal framework related to juvenile justice and crime prevention in Thailand and beyond. The latter include international legal framework, such as Convention on the Rights of the Child, relevant UN standards and norms. We also aim to take stock on emerging discussion under the auspices of ASEAN, such as discussion emerged in the regional forum like the CCPCJ, to conduct gap analysis and assessment on capacity of actors toward prevention of crime targeting youth population, and to develop strategies to prevent youth crime at national level. The research methodologies relies on involvement from stakeholders working with children to map the problem and design on possible solutions. From the last quarter of 2016, a series of consultations have been conducted with more than 30 stakeholders, including government agencies, international organizations, and civil society. Field visit and focus group have also been organized in 5 provinces, including Bangkok and 4 other big provinces across the country. Discussion with stakeholders was based on 3 key questions. What are the main types of crime involving children, and what are their causes? Do we have adequate legal and policy infrastructure to address and to prevent crime conduct by youth? And what are our shortfalls? And what will be the trends in 5 years? And taking into account this trend, what should be our strategies toward youth crime prevention in the future? For the key findings, we found the statistics show that 3 main types of crime include drug, life and body crime, and property crime. Youth crime is especially prevalent and severe in urban areas with the more advanced organization of crime and well-established crime network. Key factors enabling youth crime can be grouped as follows. For drug-related crime, in Thailand context, youth could be prone to drug problems due to the foreign factors easy access to drug and widespread of drug in some communities, hanging out with friends who use drug, poverty leading to the lack of access to education. For life and body crime, history of domestic violence, peer pressure, designed to be accepted from the society, media influence, including social medias. For property crime, consuming culture or materialism, economic disadvantages. In terms of legal infrastructure, there are a number of legislations providing safeguard and protection of the right of the child. Among other protected rights, the Thai Constitution underlines the rights to education for all children in the way that the state must guarantee access to education free of charge or acceptable cost. On the front of juvenile justice system, there is a set of legislation providing protection for the rights of children and youth. These can include, for example, Juveniles and Family Court Procedure Act, the Child Protection Act, Domestic Violence Victim Protection Act, and specific provision under the Civil and Criminal Codes, as well as the Criminal Procedure Code. Given so many laws, however, it is found that true understanding of the concept of the best interest of the child is still not fully realized, and youth crime prevention could still be treated as an emerging new concept and might not be fully understood in the same way by all sectors. The study has also found that there is a lack of mechanism for long-term monitoring to prevent youth with criminal backgrounds to be involved in criminal activities. For recommendation in the design of national youth crime strategies, we propose 6 strategies by the research team. First one is the awareness raising on involvement of youth in criminal activities and the need to protect these youth from criminal involvement. The society should be aware of the situation where youth are involved in criminal activities, and it's necessary for Thailand to develop a national strategies for youth crime prevention as an integral part of and in line with our national strategic plan. Second, review of national law to be in accordance with relevant international law and standard and norms related to youth crime prevention. It is important to analyze the policy objectives and the law related to youth crime prevention, including the obligations under the international law, political declaration, as well as the UN standards and norms. It is especially important to take into account resources required to ensure the development and successful implementation of these strategies in Thai society's context. Third, partnership building among main stakeholders in the government sector and civil society sector related to youth crime prevention. This is to expand the cooperation among the key actors in the government sector, private sectors, and the general public, both at the family and community levels. Fourth, promoting participation by community members and youth in developing mechanisms for crime prevention in their communities. Such participation will help ensure that these mechanisms will be developed in such a way that is appropriate for the cultural context and the age of the target group. Fifth, research and capacity building activities in targeted youth crime prevention. This is to analyze the gap in research and capacity building activities. Lastly, sharing of best practices, including through comparative studies from different regions, and sharing such knowledge will be helpful toward fostering a culture of